Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Hybridcraft, the Minecraft Let's Play where we like to do all the things. My name is Spartan Overdrive. Let's jump right into this thing. Well, people, this is episode 51, which means we just had episode 50. That was the first public release of this world of Hybridcraft that you see all around us. And I think the next step, guys, is to move some of you into this world because, like I like to say, this is the Let's Play where we like to do all the things. And even though it is a single player world, we like to move you guys in. We like to make it multiplayer every now and then. So you guys who have watched the series faithfully and who are really active and commenting and super cool people, I want you guys to be a part of my life. I want you to be a part of this world, and I will remove you into it just like we did with Elysian, just like we did with Ellie over there. I think we've got Super Luigi Bro right here, and of course Kento in this house here. But I think there's a lot more room, guys. There's a lot more room for all you guys. If you got the world download, you can start picking out your plot. No guarantees that it'll be yours since someone else might pick up the same thing, but check out the description below. We will have an exact date and time for a live stream. It might actually be tonight by the time that this recording goes out. Where we will do a live stream where I will invite you guys all on to a server that has this world on it, and you can pick one of these mini apartments that we made in the last few episodes, and make it your own, if I can get the words out my mouth hole. But once you do that, you get to decorate it, and then you will pick a career. We have the career center right here where you get to pick your own career and decide what you want to do in the world. So be prepared for that. If you are a longtime viewer, especially if you're active on the Discord or the comments and the videos and all that good stuff, I want you to be in this world. I will bring you in here and make you a part of it. So get ready for that very soon. I'm going to go fix this lag fest. What's going on over here, you crazy glitch out? Okay, we have made repairs to BC's crane over here. Hopefully that sticks. A few things I've been doing between episodes, not a whole lot really, but I have been changing out the roads a little bit. We've been lining everything up and all that good stuff. And this road here was really straight and I didn't like that. So I decided to put a bend in it, which is right here, about the only place we could. I think that looks okay having that straight right there. And there's not a lot we can do about it right now anyways, but yeah, it used to turn into a dirt path that went straight right here. And so I bent it around this way. And since we're actually developing out here now, it's time to upgrade these roads from dirt to cobble, gravel, stone, carpet, mess. Just an absolute mess. That's what it is. It's a mess now, but yeah, that is the upgraded version apparently. And then you can see what we got going on here. I laid out a foundation of the thing that we're going to do today, and that has to do with the fact that I'm going to invite you guys on here pretty soon. Since we're doing that, I thought it would be a good idea to have a bit of a welcome center so that we could stock up on supplies and all that good stuff for you guys to be able to decorate your place in survival, because I do try to keep as much of the series in survival that I can. Last time we had a bit of a creative decoration party or whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to try to make it survival this time. So I thought, let's have a bit of a welcome center where you guys can visit, collect all your goodies that you want to decorate with, and I'll try to fill it up best I can. But I'm always looking for a reason to build something, and this might be a good place to build it. The other thing I thought would be a good idea to put in this place would be maybe like a map room. That makes sense to me when you have a welcome center or whatever you want to call it. So a map room might be a good idea, and that way when you download this map in the future, you'll know exactly where everything is. I can kind of put some signs and some stuff on there to kind of point things out and point you in the right direction or whatever. So that might be fun as well. So I'm thinking a combination of a couple things will go right here. We might make it go into a basement area depending on how much room we need, and we could always make a tower out of it as well. Now, why is it this shape? I do not know. I don't have a really good excuse for it, except for the fact that maybe it's kind of just going along the path of the road here. It needed to stick out a little bit just to make the road path make sense. So I decided to stick it out, and I thought it'd be nice to put a curve on it. Now, the only thing with that is it's probably not going to be very medieval, right? Not all of our stuff is medieval, but it's kind of medieval inspired. We've talked about that a lot. So we're going to see if we can make something work out of this shape. We may not be able to. That might just be the interior, and then we can always square off the outsides if we need to. So you know me, I don't really have much of a plan until I dive into it, and it kind of works itself out as we go. So I'm going to get working on this thing, and I'm going to bring you back in every now and then when I can to give you kind of an idea of what is inspiring me and why I'm making the decisions I'm making. All right, guys, this is where we are at. We've replaced the blue, the cyan, with cobblestone for now. I don't know where we're going to go with it completely yet, but we are working on it. We got a big old map going on right here. This is the land of Sparta, the city-state that we live in, the main place. So that's pretty much all of it. It kind of stinks seeing it, to be honest, because it feels like we haven't done as much work as we've done. It feels kind of small. But you know what? It will fill this whole map up one day, or at least most of it. And then you can see the trails that go off. These are all like temporary roads, basically, and we will fill them out kind of like we did at the beginning of the episode. We'll fill them out over time. And this is where we are right now, by the way. You can see like a little bitty green indicator arrow right there. My mouse just went over it. But that's where we are at the moment. So we'll have to update that here in a minute. But then we've also got this stuff over here. We've got a wall over here that shows where the desert oasis is and the swamp cemetery. If people want to visit that, they've got coordinates for how to get there until I get roads linking all this stuff up. But some of this stuff, like this one, won't have a road link to it. I probably will eventually link a road up here and to the cemetery. I've already got a road linked up to the desert. But this way you can kind of figure out where you're going when you visit the world. Makes it a little bit easier. And then I've got this pit going down here. I kind of forgot that I covered up a big deep ravine there when I built this area. And that actually helps us out. It'll keep us from doing a lot of digging. I'm going to expand this out a little bit bigger. I wanted this to be more spherical, or circular rather. I wanted this to be a big circle, but it's not going to happen with a circular stairway the way I wanted. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And I think we can take advantage of this deep ravine here. We may do something, have like a bottomless pit or something. I'm not sure exactly yet what we'll do. But it should be cool, whatever it is. We'll come up with something and have this stairwell widened out by one block all the way around to give us a little bit better of a hole in the middle to look through when we get it all said and done. And this is my idea right now. I think we're going to put the stairwell here. I'm not sure. I'm thinking we'll put the stairwell there, and then all the supplies and everything that we talked about at the beginning of the episode will go down there. But as you can see, not really a whole lot. It took me some time to go get the maps for all this. This is something I've been wanting to do for quite a while, so I'm glad I did it. Yeah, so it worked out pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. I think every world needs a big map like that, right? And so that'll be fun. That's something I look forward to going back and updating every time we do an episode and build something new. So that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have not figured out what I'm going to make this thing look like yet. I'm just kind of placing blocks to get just to get us started, you know, and then things come to me as we go. I probably should have a plan, but I don't. But it comes to me as I go, kind of like this thing here. Now I've got this idea of a deep pit right here, since that's opened up to a ravine. That kind of gave me that idea. So we will continue to work and see what other ideas we can come up with. So in between scenes, we did a little bit of a live stream thing where we started working on our slime farm again, and we are getting close to being able to complete that here pretty soon. And just wanted to bring you guys in, fill you in on what's going on. And while we're here, why don't we go ahead and empty one of these things that started to fill up in our inventory here, and we can I do a thing such as this, please? Everything was working just fine. I was going to come in and I was going to show off for you guys because I did this like 2 or 3 times with no problems, and now suddenly I can't even. There we go. Just pretend I got it on the first time. Somebody fix that for me in editing, please. I decided to come over here and kind of give you guys a heads up if you are enjoying the live streams and things like that. If you want to be a part of some of that stuff that we do, we may, if I have changed my settings first of all. And so if you notice that things look a little bit different with the fog and stuff like that, that's because these are some things that I'm working on to hopefully help us with the live stream. I had some issues the last couple streams that we did, and I'm a little bit upset by it all. So I'm hoping that we can fix all that with what you're seeing here. I think this works out okay for us, but if not, we're pretty much only going to be left with one more option, and that's going to be determining which platform we want to stream to all the time, and it's probably going to be Twitch. So if you guys aren't already following me on Twitch, it's the same username as I have here, Spartan Overdrive. Twitch is a pretty cool platform. I would advise you to follow me over there if you want to enjoy some live streams with us in the future. If not, well, I guess don't worry about it. But let's talk about some things that we've done here. Not a whole lot. I did decide to try out the white look here. I dig it. I think it looks pretty cool. I want something. I'm going to have like a portal in here eventually. And it's going to be kind of a unique portal that I'll talk about with you here in a little bit. But I want it to be different. I don't want it to look like a normal portal. And I'm thinking the opposite of a normal portal would be white, because the normal one's kind of a deep purple or almost black looking thing. So I'm going to try to go with this white, but I didn't want to use bone block. I've used that a lot, and this is separated enough that it's okay. And then one of the reasons I use the bone block over here is because it was right next door to some other things that use bone block right here, and all of this stuff is near each other. But over here, you've got a little bit of separation. You don't see any bone block near it, so you don't get that weird yellow look when you compare these two colors together, and it looks pretty good. We use the white powder instead of the solid concrete because I just feel like that texture adds a little bit to it. It looks good. Now, this is by no means where we're going to stop with this project. This is going to go. This is going to have a lot of detail added to it, obviously. But anyways, that's what we decided to do for now. And then I changed this wood out to stone. I want all of my municipalities, all my government kind of buildings to have this kind of white and stone design theme kind of together. And that will kind of distinguish our municipalities from the other stuff that's made out of primarily wood. And it helps me to design things a little bit differently instead of going with the wood that we always do all the time everywhere. So that's what I did. I ended up doing this map room with these stone surrounds that you see here. And then I used the, I guess it's purple, but it's really blue stained terracotta is what it's called now in the background. I tried a few different blocks here, but you know what? It doesn't really show up except for just a little bit there, a little bit more over here. And I think that looks pretty good. I like that color combo. So I think we're going to go with it. So now I got to get into the details. Also, we need to add I think we're going to add a basement area. I've already got the stairwell going down. As far as what's above, maybe we'll do a dome. A dome might be pretty cool right here. So maybe we'll do a dome right here, and we can always expand and add a second floor later if we need more space for maps. That might be a good thing that we can do, always expand upwards like that. But we'll start off with this being probably just one tall floor with a dome is what I'm thinking. And then I got to dig down and I got to dig a basement, and I'm going to have to put some kind of storage system under there, because the idea is that we will completely fill this place up with items that you guys can use when you come move into the world, probably tonight by the time this episode comes out. And on the next live stream, when I invite some of you guys onto the world, I want a place for you guys to actually pick up your decorative blocks to decorate the inside of your house and stuff. And I feel like this is a good place, and possibly the place that we spawn in as well. I'm not sure we're going to work on that, but that's what that portal is about that I mentioned a minute ago. We will possibly be spawning in this building. So we'll take a look at that in more detail in a minute as I figure it out. But I wanted to kind of bring you guys in and kind of see where we're at right now. All right, listen, it's not the greatest thing I've ever made, okay? I understand that. So just calm down a minute. Let me explain what's going on here. Seriously, I'm not in love with it. It's just a different shape that I don't love, but I wanted to work outside of my comfort zone. I understand it's not medieval, but we've explained that about a million times. I don't need to go into that anymore either. What I did here to try to blend this into the area is I tried to use some of the same materials, and that's why we added the brick in here. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I think it looks good overall. Once you pull in this stuff here, it's just a warm, all these colors right here are really warm. And I did know that I wanted this here to be different than this, a different material. I think typically that's a good idea. I don't know if I really hit the nail on the head with this design in particular. I do know one thing I want to change is I want to change this roof line. I want it to kind of sag a little bit and do this number right here. I think that will make this look a lot better by itself. So that's something I definitely want to change still. Is that going to be enough to salvage this thing? That I'm not sure, but we'll give it a shot at least. I did go ahead and do that kind of saggy roof style up here, and I think that looks good. It's very reminiscent of a tower we have over there on top of the Magic Bookstore, and it's almost the same height too. But that's cool. The bell. Why did we put a bell up there? Well, mainly because I wanted to. Okay, there's no reason other than just that I wanted to. Also, I felt like this looked like a big turtle shell. It was kind of boring and plain, and it needed something up there to kind of give it some lift. And that's how I chose to do that. So that's basically what that boils down to. Let's look on the inside. I think the inside looks a little bit better. So we come inside and we've got this wooden area here, and then we've got a little bit of a split here as a divider, a big walkway to go into the main area here where our map room is from before. Not a lot has changed here. I've changed up. This is about it right here. Just this part here. And then I put some wheat up at the top. Don't ask me why. I felt like it needed something up there. And I don't know, I thought this was kind of unique and different. If you hear a lot of background noise, I'm sorry. Everything's happening all at once. My dog's going crazy. My wife's doing dishes. My Discord is going off. You know what? I'm never going to get this thing done if I don't just go with it. So apologies, but you guys know me. I don't know how to be professional, so we're not even going to try. If we look up at the roof, I think that is the coup de grace, baby. Is that word the right word? It looks stunning. I like it. The way that it arches in here, it looks way better than it does on the outside. And I think having this on the interior makes the exterior worthwhile. But anyways, you can see the bell from up above down here, and you see got a little dingle-ding berry down here hanging down below it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's really not much to say. I mean, you can kind of look at it. Oh, these big posts. Let's see if we've got, do we have such a thing as ender pearls on hand? I think we do. Let's see if we can ender pearl our way up here. You may not have noticed this from angles before, but this roof here actually goes out on top of and overhangs the actual wall of the structure itself. So it's not actually being supported by the walls at all. So what I did was a combination of things. I made these pillars on the outside to break up the white on the outside, pulled them all the way up on the inside, and that's our support right there. So what I wanted was like an open air structure that still had a roof on it. So nothing in here is exposed to the sky directly, but there's all kinds of openings to the sky to get some natural light in here. And I think in real life, that would be a really cool feature to have. Like I've seen some places that are kind of similar to that before. And it's pretty cool. I think this would be a really neat welcome center. I really do. But yeah, as you can see, I've got these columns going all the way down, like I just said, those logs. And then also I've extended this out here. Let me see if I can drop down. Is there a place that I can drop down here anymore? I don't think there is. I think I've closed them all in. Let's go back around this side here. You can see where I've done the fences. Basically, I've gotten the fences to kind of go out a little bit. See how that does a little thing up there? I think that's a nice little detail to add, how the fences come out as a little bit of a support there. I think it looks pretty good. And you look up and see, you can kind of see the interior from the exterior here. I like that. I think that was a fun idea. So that's the one thing. That is the main thing I had in mind when I started building that circular shape. I thought, oh, I'm going to have this roof kind of levitate off of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I do. I think it looks great from here. I still feel like it looks a little bit like a turtle shell, and I'm not in love with that. But I don't know. Maybe we just go with it. Maybe this will be like the tortoise welcome center or something. We can go with something fun like that. I am going to go ahead and change up this roof line right here, though. Make it do that little sag thing we're talking about. I really think that'll make a big difference. I hope it's a bigger difference than I'm thinking, though. Let me know what you think, and let me jump into trying to fix that roof line real quick. Well, the roof line has been fixed, and you know what? I think it's growing on me. I think overall, this structure is kind of growing on me. And yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely different than something I've done before, but that's a good thing. That's what we're going after, right? So we're pretty much finished. Let me show you a couple things here. I did decide to go ahead and name this the Tortuga Welcome Center. I believe that's turtle in, or tortoise in Spanish, I think it is. Anyhoozle, I like it. I think it's kind of fun. And then in here, I traded all of this stuff in here out for white instead of the andesite, polished andesite that we had before. And then I've got this little stairwell going down here into a little bit of a portal area that you will see on tonight's stream that will actually make sense and actually be functional and cool. So What else do we have to say? Oh, over here, I think I've shown you where I was going to put the names of everything here and where they're located and stuff. So that's a thing. This is eventually, I'm going to trade this out. This is temporary. You know, I talked about having like a never-ending hole down here or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what we'll do with this, but I do need to have some storage in here. I didn't have time to do that, so we'll have to come up with something a little bit different for tonight's stream. But yeah, for now, that's what it looks like. We'll fix this up later, but we'll keep it the way it is for the moment. And then I kind of messed up my recording, and I wanted to do this with you live, but I already did it. But this is what it looks like now. I updated the map, and so now we got this little rocket-looking thing, or I'm just realizing it might be inappropriate. It's not though, guys. Look away. It's okay. It's a rocket ship, and it's totally fine, and it's totally appropriate. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. So we are spreading out. We're filling up the town a little bit at a time, and that's kind of fun too. Anyways, guys, I think that is gonna do it for today. I am gonna try to do a live stream on all the platforms tonight as we normally do, but make sure you follow me over on Twitch just in case. And on that note, let's do a last minute, a little bit of a vote poll situation. Let me know, do you guys watch videos on Twitch as well? I used to not, but I've started to recently. I really enjoy it. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a poll situation up in the upper right hand corner of different online video platforms. I want to see which ones you guys use the most. So I'll put something up there that makes sense. So leave a little vote on that if you would. Until next time, guys, take it easy, and as always, keep it creative.